Hi everybody, this is John Thompson. I'm doing a presentation today for you on railroad safety. We're going to look into the dangers and consequences of trespassing onto railroad property. Railroads are an important part of our infrastructure to our country, and people are disregarding the laws by going onto railroad property. There are legal consequences if you are caught, arrested, and convicted for being on railroad property. People are hanging out, gathering on active railroad tracks, or taking shortcuts. As a result, train fatalities are increasing. People have also used the railroad tracks to commit suicide. This is also very important, and I can't express this any more in this presentation. Trains move faster than you can see, and they take a distance to stop, and you might not see them before it's too late. Railroad property laws and examples of ignoring them. Fatalities and suicides by train are on the rise along the railroad I live next to. It is illegal and dangerous to trespass on railroad property or hop fences. Fences are there to protect you from being hit by a train. Contrary to our youth's reasoning, railroads are private and not public properties. You are subject to the laws of the railroad police on a railroad property and not the local authorities. You can still be arrested by local police and turned over to railroad police to be held in their jail. Age might not make a difference at all. Railroads have their own police force in order to maintain the security and safety of their property. More people are breaking the laws by taking shortcuts through areas not designated as crossings or walking on tracks. Trains cannot always stop or see you in time. Vandalism is another issue that occurs on railroads. It has its own laws depending on the value of damage done to railroad property. Dollar amounts of this damage determine if it is a simple misdemeanor or a felony. So what are the consequences of breaking the law? Well, federal charges and a felony may apply depending on the crime committed with real prison time. According to New Jersey Transit, as little as $400 in damage to railroad property constitutes a felony. New Jersey Transit recently dropped the juvenile stature, and you will face charges as an adult and be housed with adult offenders at their facility in Newark, New Jersey. Being 14 is now no longer an excuse. You risk your life and future in breaking these laws and taking that shortcut or walking on the tracks. A felony can also follow you as a juvenile with adult charges when applying to college. If you are hit by a train, you face death, serious injury, or a lifetime disability. You will also disrupt rail service in the event of a pedestrian accident. So what can you do? Well, to prevent accidents, you can do a couple of things. You can cross only at designated railroad crossings with signals and gates. Do not cross when the gates are down, especially if there are multiple sets of tracks. Always look both ways before crossing. Realize that trains cannot stop like cars. They do take a distance to come to a complete stop. Do not take shortcuts or walk down any railroad tracks for any reason. Report suspicious activity you see to local police. Respect the fencing. It is there for a reason and to identify a safety hazard. Report anyone attempting to commit suicide on the tracks. You may save a life. If you feel like committing suicide, New Jersey Transit, as well as other railroad agencies, have suicide hotlines in place to help guide you and help get you the help that you need. Listen to the train crew. They are trained on how to handle emergencies. Stay on the train unless told to get off because it is the safest place to be. And lastly, follow the laws and live.